Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. In this video, we are going to be talking about how to graph equations. Okay, so our first equation here is 2x plus 3. As it is a singular x, it's going to be a linear equation, or a line. So here, we can work this first equation out, the slope, by using a table like this. So we'll draw it up like this, x, just finish the table, and y. So we can input x values, and then this equation will give the output in y values. Okay, so we're going to start with -1. That can be our first x value. So 2 times -1, because we're plugging -1 in for x here. So 2 times -1 is going to be -2, plus 3 is going to be 1. So y will equal 1. When x equals -1, y is going to equal +1. Great. So we can now input more values, so we can get a slope. How about we input 0 next? 0. So 2 times 0 equals 0, and then plus 3 equals 3. Great. Now let's do 1. So 2 times 1 equals 2, and then plus 3 equals 5. So when x equals 1, y will equal 5. Great, so this should be enough points to draw our line now. Okay, so we'll use -1 on the x here, and 1 on the y, which is here. So this point will be here. And our next x value is 0, and it will be at 3 here. So then 1x is going to be at 5 here. So our line is going to look something like this. And then it can stretch on for infinity. So we can elongate this if we wanted to. And this is our line. This is the slope of our line, y equals 2x plus 3. Okay, our next equation is going to be this. Y equals -2x plus 1. Great. Okay, so we're going to work this out a different way this time. So, like this. This is written in this format. Y equals mx plus b. This m is the slope here, and x is the x here, as shown like this. And this b is this. So the slope is going to be -2. So this is -2 over 1. And when it's written like this top fraction, the numerator, is the rise, or the y value. And this bottom is going to be the run. Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like. I'm going to draw up a graph. This is just going to be a rough one. So it's going to go down by 2 from 1 on, and when every time it goes up by 1 on the x-axis. So it's going to look something like this. So here's 1, So we put, and then here's 1 on the x-axis. So here we go across 1, and then we go down 2. So here. Okay, now we go across 1 and down 2. Across 1 and down 2. So every time it goes down by 2, it has to grow across by 1. The rise is -2, which means it's going down by 2, and the run, every time it goes up by 1, the run, it's going to go, the rise is going to go down by 2. So we're going to get a line like this. If we draw this, oh, that's not very good. Something a bit like, yeah, something a bit like that. That's going to be our line. So that is a few ways of working out. Those are the two main ways of working out and drawing, graphing equations. So I'm going to give you one more equation. This one is going to just be a practice one, and I'm not going to teach you anything new in this. Although I do hope I do. So this y is going to equal -3 over 4x -3 over 4x plus 5. Okay, so what would you do in this situation? How would you do it? Well, if you look at this equation, you'll notice it's in the slope-intercept form, mx plus b. By the way, this is called the slope-intercept form. So that means that the slope is going to be -3 over 4. So the rise is going to be this. And the run is going to be this. So that means that every time it increases by 4 on the x-axis, it's going to decrease by 3 on the y-axis. And because it's added by 5, it's going to start at 5. Call this 5 here. Okay, so it's going to move 4 forward, so to here, but it's going to decrease by 3, sorry. So here. And now it's going to, see, so this is decreasing by 3, but increasing by 4. Okay, so if we keep doing this, it'll go down like this, and it will keep going. So just fix that. Right, so now that it's at 2, it's going to go down to -1, and it's going to go across to 8. Okay, so okay, great. So I'm going to get rid of the lines now. You can keep them if you want. Doesn't really matter. Oopsies. Okay, so here we have this dot, and this dot. So we are going to connect them all with a line. So that's going to be like this. Oopsies. Like that. Perfect. So that is going to be our slope for this equation right here. So thanks for watching today. I hope you learned something new, and I'm going to tell you some of the main things that I want you to remember. So the slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, and whenever you have a b, you want to start from there on a graph. So you always start from the point B on the y-axis, so B. You always start from point B. And then m is the slope. So if you get given a slope that's not a fraction, like 27, this is going to be 27 over 1. So that means that the rise is 27 and the run is going to be 1. So the run again is the increase on the x-axis, and the rise is the increase on the y-axis, or decrease. It's the change on both of the axes. So thanks for watching today. I hope you learnt something new. This is a very important topic when doing calculus, as many forms of calculus involve graphs. So it's really helpful to be able to know how to do them. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.